turn it on. Still ain't doing it justice, but um, so so if you kept up with me on Instagram, I've been going through some sickness. I got a real bad. I'm just gonna say staph. It was. It's basically like a staph infection. MERS is what they call it, but um, to the point where they were gonna, people were talking about they're gonna have to amputate my arm and everything because it was a stupid tattoo. Um, so yeah, I've been dealing with that, my uh was out cutting grass, and flip a zero turnover on him, pinned him into a ditch, and he had brain surgery a couple years ago, maybe. I don't know. Uh, anyway, so my uncle flipped a zero turnover on him, and it pinned him in a ditch. And like I said, he has brain surgery. He had brain surgery a couple years back, and it scared us because there's a parachute thing in his head, and we were worried that it was deflated or something like that. And so that's what our concern was. And you know, uh, it was a scary, experience. Took him to the hospital. He was rushed there by ambulance, and we got in there, and the doctors told him that night that God was definitely with him because most of the reports they got like that, the people had died on impact. And yeah, so on top of that, there was a lot of other stuff that's been happening, going on. And now this hurricane and everything, but it's starting to blow over. I mean, so it's been crazy, a crazy couple months, couple weeks and stuff. I mean, I know it's been a while since I posted up, you guys, but there is still to come the BF Squonker. Why the hell did I say that? Oh, forgive me. Recurve Squonker and the Profile RDA are to come for review here soon, so stay tuned for that. I know, like I said, guys, it's just been crazy. There's gonna be some E-Juice reviews. It's just a lot of stuff's been going on lately. That's why I've been busy, and I just haven't, really with my whole arm and stuff. It's the one that I've got the Panther on right there, as you see in the light. Um, it was swollen, like it was, yeah, it was massive. I looked like Luke Ferrigno. That's how big it was, and I wish it was like that naturally, but whatever. But yeah, it got out of control, and it started to worry my family and all that mess, and it healed. It's not completely healed, but it's better than what it was. So I'm taking my antibiotics still for it, and uh, it's just been crazy. I've had to go to different doctors to get on new meds and all that mess, and it's I had a bad experience with a new doctor that come in, and she took me off of all my medicine in one time. So I started, I'd been on these medicines for I don't know how long, and you know, it's just it's so it started taking a toll on me physically and mentally at the same time. So I just want myself. I didn't want to go around nobody. I didn't want to talk to nobody because I felt like crap. I was sitting there jerking all the time. I was pale white. I felt like I was just dying. And I had one doctor tell me that doctors ain't supposed to do that, take you off of medicine all at once, especially ones you've been taking about for like years, and then just cut you off cold turkey. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, but I'm back, and I plan on staying back. I'm trying to get, like I said, in the upcoming weeks, there will be more reviews. Sorry to the guys, all you guys, my clown heads out there. I haven't got any more reviews out. Baby girl's also been sick. So, like I said, family comes first always. So it's just been like one tragedy after another, and it's just, it's been really. And then this hurricane didn't help none. So yeah, it's crazy, guys. Like I said, but there will be more reviews, and in the further future, we'll, like I said, just give me a couple more weeks and stuff, and then we'll have some type of review. I don't care if I got to review Cotton for you. I mean, it's stupid, but I'm covering the bases. Just review just about anything. Honestly, if when you're an actual reviewer, and just cover all the bases. That's the best way to do it. You cover all the bases. Review just about anything you get your hands on. It can be the pins. It can be the e-leaf, whatever, ice stick. Anything you possibly get your hands on besides a cancer stick, review it. And the reason I say that is because, you can't never over-review something, in my opinion. Now, some people talk about, I understand that it gets boring. Somebody talking about the same thing over and over and over again. And, that's understandable because, like I said, everyone's opinion is subjective, and so, like with taste or style, or like I said, a lot of people gave hell about the Sobra Sobra kit from Sigelli, but I've been rocking mine for almost a month now. And the thing that it vapes like a dream, So I've had no problem with it. The only thing I had problems with was when I first got it, and you'd fire it, the resistance would jump around, and that was, a lot of people had touched on that, and I even gave it a bad review because of that. I still use it, but I couldn't give it a passing review because for the simple fact of it doing that right now. If it would have worked right, then I would have passed it, but I couldn't. I like it. I mean, I love the thing. Honestly, it's a bad little kit. I just love the white snake, the king cobra looking. I love the design. I mean, not everybody. The doors don't flop. I mean, no battery rattle. I mean, nothing. So I've really, besides the resistance and stuff, that's the only problem I've had with this mod. And I've tried different RDAs and tanks on it, and some of them will stay the same, and just some of them will jump around. But that's just nitpicking. If I mean, it could possibly be, but it's not like that's a major, but. I know, and people were asking me, do I recommend going out and buying it and all this mess? Well, that's really up to you. Honestly, if you don't like me, I'm very OCD, and everything's got to match, and especially with the ohms jumping around like that too, that bothers me. And the weirdest thing I think the whole kit was the Moonshot RDA. Or God, sub-ohm tank. Forgive me, I'm telling you, forgive me, people. But the sub-ohm tank that comes with it and all that mess, it why put an Altum tip on it? Why? What possessed you to put an Altum tip on a black and white or black gold, or just, I mean, it's sometimes, even the gold, I can see you doing it with gold, I reckon, but I just don't understand why. Why the Altum tip? And if anything, why was it a pierce? It's like a cap. It's like a cap. You've got to screw it on there, and I don't know, guys. It really irritates me that they come up with something like that. The way it just screws on like a top cap, and instead of like a normal drip tip, you've got to unscrew it. So it's like basically like a sombrero. And I just don't know, guys. I don't. Like I said, I couldn't pass it, so I didn't. I done that review on Instagram because on Instagram I can actually play music in the background and haven't got a copyright strike. So, you know, that's where a lot of my reviews have been. If you, like I said, check me out on there, crazy underscore clown underscore vapes. Same way, it was, I had it all one word, but then somebody else took took the name. Somebody trying to be me, I reckon. But, yeah. But anyways, guys, like I said, upcoming reviews later. God, excuse me. The clown is back. Stay safe out there, especially during the storm right now. Like I said, it's blowing over now. Stay crazy.